Hey Wrestfriends, my name is Teddy.
Hey Wrestfriends, it's Edie.
And welcome to the Wrestfriend Report. Every week we will be recapping NXT and AEW Dynamite. We are so excited to start this, and I hope you guys are too. This week I will be starting off with AEW Fight for the Fallen. And just to clarify real quick, I am not 100% sure why they decided to go with another pay-per-view. But as I was watching, I was like, wait a minute. Last year's Fight for the Fallen's donations went to the victims of gun violence. And this year, they were raising money to donate to the COVID-19 relief. And we started off the night pretty well with a match that we've all been looking forward to. I was very excited for this match. I was very excited to see someone like Sonny come out on TV and show everyone what he's capable of, because he's great. So we had Cody Rhodes versus Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss came out with an amazing entrance, very fun, so like him. He looks great. He dances way better than me. I would love for him to teach me how to dance. I really thought watching the match that Sonny was possibly going to take the win. I would have loved for him to end up the TNT champion, but unfortunately he didn't. He lost. Cody defeated him with the Crossroads, of course. Following that, we got FTR versus the Lucha Brothers, a match that I was very excited for as well, because I'm a huge fan of both FTR and the Lucha Brothers. They're both amazing tag teams. The Lucha Brothers, son mis carnales, not really, but I wish. I think the match was great, but the ending was it was such BS. In Mexico, let me tell you, it is illegal for an opponent to remove the other opponent's mask. And Dax didn't give up. He did not care. He removed Ray's mask and he won. And what happens next? The Young Bucks come out and take FTR's truck keys back from the Butcher and the Blade. Super kick them, take the key, give them to FTR. Kenny Omega comes out with a cooler, and we all know what's in there, right? Beer. He takes out a bunch of Miller Lights, a couple of Miller Lights, gives them to FTR, and you think, oh, okay, they're gonna take a drink and it's gonna be all good. Nope. FTR opens their can and spills it all over Kenny. Kenny gets angry, something that I thought was really cool. I think he looks really cool, angry. And for a second there, I was like, the cleaner. Chris Jericho comes out with the Inner Circle. Santana and Ortiz and Jake Hager, and Chris Jericho looking goofy as always. I'm kidding. He looked great. But of course, always has to be talking nonsense. And he mentioned how they're winning the ratings war, that the views are not as important as the 1849 demographics, which I think it's funny. I know a lot of people don't like, but I think it's funny. Talks about Orange Cassidy and how great he is, but not good enough to beat him. Orange Cassidy comes out, pissing him off. We all know Orange Cassidy pisses Jericho off. Something about him, right? He talks about how lazy he is and whatnot. But the great Orange Cassidy doing his, barely up thumb, and gets orange juice spilled all over the Inner Circle, ruining Jericho's suit. Right after that, we got Jurassic Express versus the Elite, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. It was a very good match. They show Hangman Page at the bar, and god damn, did he look good. He looks so fine. And out comes out FTR to join him, to have some drinks and watch the match, which is a little messed up, like Hangman Page's tag team partner is Kenny Omega, who they had just spilled beer a couple of minutes before that. So I don't know what's the deal with Hangman Page. Will we see a heel Page? Will we see a heel Kenny? I don't know. There's something going on with those two. Going back to the match, Kenny wins with a one-winged angel on Marco Stunt. Goes a little crazy afterwards, goes a little mad, and starts beating up Marco Stunt again and starts punching him. Nick Jackson stops him and he's like, what's wrong with you? Like, stop, Kenny looks so angry. And again, the cleaner? Right after that, we got a women's match. The Nightmare Sisters, Brandy, Rhodes, and Ellie versus Kenzie, Paige, and MJ Jenkins. Very short match, which I find a little disappointing. I wish it would have been a little longer. But Ellie wins that match for the Nightmare Sisters. How do I feel about the Nightmare Sisters? I'm not sure. I definitely think Brandy is getting way better on the ring. She looks great on the ring. Her gears, oh my god, I look forward. Every time she goes out there, I look forward to what she's wearing. Either if she's going to be in the ring or not, if she's going to perform or not, I look forward to what she's wearing. And her ring gear is always amazing. Ellie's looked great as well, but Brandy's looked a little better. Right after that, Nila Rose came out, and last week at night 2 for Fyter Fest, she left us all hanging, wondering who's going to be her manager. She said she was going to have a manager. Everyone was wondering. I know most people, I didn't want to think about this, but most people did guess Vicky Guerrero. And who's her manager? Vicky Guerrero. And that's my only comment on that. And last but not least, for the main event, Brian Cage versus Jon Moxley. Something that I was looking forward to about this match was seeing Jon Moxley back. I love Moxley. He does these great promos that you can tell come from the heart. And he's not scared of Brian Cage, even though Brian Cage is huge. Coming out with another man that's huge and scary. Taz, like, both of these men are so intimidating. And Jon Moxley's like, I don't care. Great match. And it ended with Moxley putting Cage on an armbar and Taz throwing in the towel. It's crazy. I never thought that Taz would be throwing in the towel for Brian Cage. After the way he talks about him, about what a monster he is, about how amazing he is in the ring, how he's going to beat Jon Moxley and take the AEW championship from him, and he throws in the towel for him? That's a little weird. But obviously Moxley wins, retains, keeps the AEW championship. He's still the AEW champion. And right after that, Brian Cage takes the FTW championship and hits Moxley with it. Next thing you know, the screen goes dark, completely pitch black. And I'm like, what's going on? And then lights back on, and it's Darby Allen. So excited to see Darby Allen back. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, Brian Cage took out Darby Allen and injured him. So that's why he was out. Now he's back. He hits Brian Cage with his skateboard off the top rope. And there is AEW Fight for the Fallen. Pretty great night. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And now it's my best friend Edie's turn, and she's going to be talking about what happened tonight on NXT.
Alright guys, let's talk about NXT. So starting off the night, we had Keith Lee, who is the first double champion in NXT's history, come out and challenge Dominic Dejakovic to a match. He put both belts on the line, and this would be the main event for the first hour of NXT. Moving on to the first match, it was a grudge match between Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes. So Damian Priest got a kick in before the bell even rung. This match was intense, fun, and super entertaining. If you missed out NXT, I would definitely recommend that you go back and you watch this match because it was great. Damian Priest ended up winning the match, but I have a feeling that this is not the last time that we will see both of these guys in the ring. The second match of the night was balls to the wall, Shotzi Blackheart with Indi Hartwell. Now this is only Indi's second match, but surprisingly she pulled out the win. Shotzi was great the whole match, but Robert Stone did come out for the distraction while Shotzi was on the top rope. Aaliyah came, pushed her back into the ring, and cost Shotzi the match. Indi ended up getting her first win in NXT, but please, NXT, I need you to give me Robert Stone versus Shotzi Blackheart. I feel like after Shotzi ran over his leg, this would be the perfect chance to give them a match. An intergender match. Let's do it, NXT. Don't let me down. The third match of the night was Keith Lee versus Dominic Dejakovic. Now let me tell you, these guys were flying in the ring. It's like they weighed nothing. They're high flyers, hitting hard, and as expected, Keith Lee kept the belts, but you know, Karrion Kross is just out here sending Scarlett Bordeaux, tick-tock, tick-tock. When is this match gonna happen? Keith Lee's time is ticking. Everyone is going after him. Finn Balor has already addressed the situation, saying that you just put a target on your back. You are the first NXT double champion and people are gonna wanna come after your belts. So let's see what Keith Lee has to put up with for the next couple of weeks. Next match, we had Timothy Thatcher versus Denzel DeJournette, and Timothy Thatcher put Denzel in a quick submission, ended the match, and still put him in another submission afterwards, and I was like, come on, bro, what are you doing? The match is over, you won. But Lorcan came to the rescue, and we know that these men have unfinished business, so you can bet that next week there's probably going to be a match between these two. Last match of the night is the main event, Io Shirai versus Tegan Knox, and Tegan said that it was her night. She was the best she's ever been, and you couldn't deny that Tegan had heart, but Io Shirai ended up taking the win. She hit the moonsault, it was the last move, and it was just, a little heartbreaking, but you know that Io's run is still going to be super long. Tegan is definitely going to get another championship title match. While Io was celebrating in the entrance ramp, she gets, bam, knocked in the face by Dakota Kai. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a triple threat match for the title between Tegan, Io, and Dakota, but we'll definitely have to see what NXT decides to do. Sorry guys, I don't write the show. I can't make these things happen. But that was your recap for NXT, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week on the Wrestfriend Report.